Good morning, Arctic Asian here. Happy Monday. Today's Monday, November 13th. We are cruising through the end of the year. Can't believe it's Thanksgiving's in, well, next week, right? So, hope you guys are all doing well. As I was meditating today, I just thought to myself, I want to share with you what I would call the Arctic Asian alphabet to success, right? We could add that on the tail end. So I'm not going to go through the entire alphabet, but I just want to share with you a segment of it as it pertains to, and by the way, this would apply to your personal aspirations, professional, relationship, financial, play goals, right? So you can take this and really apply it to any aspect of your life. And all right, let's get rolling. So the A, right, in the first letter of the alphabet, right, in the Arctic Asian alphabet, stands for awareness. So particularly self-awareness, right? Having the ability to be introspective, to reflect on your own behaviors, your own thoughts, your own beliefs. Why do you have them? Where did they come from? What beliefs do you need to root through to change? Right? So, and I've noticed very much in today's world that there's not only is there a lack of self-awareness, there's just a lack of general awareness as to your surroundings, what's going on around you, people's behaviors, their actions, their motives. So, all right, awareness. So start doing some things to create a better self-awareness. So those would be things like meditation and just really taking time in the morning. I was reading an article this morning on habits of the most highly successful people, and the number one habit was self-awareness, meaning creating time daily, usually first thing in the morning, getting up early, before there's noise, before the sun's up. If you ever get up early, when I say early, 4:30 a.m., it's very quiet, and it allows you the opportunity to really self-assess because there's no noise, right? There's nothing really commanding your attention, your brain's attention, so you can actually focus it on yourself. So, okay, B I already mentioned, actually stands for belief. So belief drives behavior. So if there is something that, and by the way, most, if not all beliefs are rooted in the subconscious, what's called mother, father, teacher, preacher. So from the time we were born to about 7 years old, our brain was programmed with beliefs about who we are, beliefs about ourselves, our self-worth, our self-esteem, what kind of world do we live in, so there's many, many beliefs that you were programmed, probably a good chunk of it by your parents, some of which are awesome and uplifting, and some are which are detrimental and just not good for your growth, personal growth, professional growth, and your self-esteem. So again, take time to root through your beliefs. If there's behaviors and actions that you see that are not in your best interest, it's usually rooted in some false belief system, okay? C stands for commitment. And, you get to set your own standards for yourself, whatever that may be. And again, this could apply to any realm, but in any realm, success is almost always tied to some level of commitment, right? How badly do you want something? How badly do you want that job? How badly do you want this relationship? It could be a material thing. How badly do you want that house, that car? There's no right or wrong, by the way. It's just commitment is indicative of, what are you willing to put in? What effort are you willing to put in to have a specific outcome, right? Because outcome is always related to commitment, and then the next letter, D, discipline. So those two things are very much tied in. So, in our day-to-day aspirations, right, it requires routine, and daily routine is how you create discipline, really, right? Discipline means it's your ability to do something maybe on days when you just don't feel like doing it. Maybe you just don't feel like meditating. Maybe you just don't feel like going to the gym. And by the way, it doesn't mean that you disregard your intuitive feeling. There are days when I get up and I'm like, I just don't feel like going to the gym for whatever reason. But I don't completely ignore physical activity. I might just get up and do 20 or 30 push-ups and 20 or 30 air squats and call it a day. In fact, this morning, that's what I did. Didn't really have enough time segmented to actually go to the gym, but I did do some physical activity, raise my heart rate, right? And just give my body a little bit of a spark, because exercise is a great way to spark your body's energetic system and your metabolism. And it does create heightened mental acuity. So if you're trying to focus, exercise is a great way to start the day. But getting back to discipline, right? It is something that is necessary in order to move the stick. And then the last one I want to cover today, E, is just execution, right? Where people miss the boat. New Year's is coming up, so it's a good example, right? You get to December 30th and people are like, oh, I'm going to start a detox program. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to save more money, and these are all these things I'm going to do. They write the New Year's resolutions. Well, by mid-January, end of January, I don't know what the stats are. I think it's like 70%, or it's probably higher by February, have failed to execute on their New Year's resolution. Why? Because they lacked commitment and they lacked discipline, and they probably also lacked belief in the fact that they could actually do it, that they were worth pursuing whatever it was, whatever goal and whatever standard they set for themselves. They lack the belief because they self-sabotage, right? So again, it's critical: awareness, belief, commitment, discipline, and execution. Start with awareness, guys. That is the biggest thing. And belief, you're going to have to probably spend a pretty good amount of time rooting through your beliefs, because if you don't get through awareness and belief, the commitment, discipline, execution, and by the way, if you don't execute, what's the next letter? Failure. If you do execute, then it requires fortitude. So keep these things in mind. Apologize for I went a little bit longer than I wanted to this morning, but these are, I feel, really key elements. And as you wind down the year, start thinking about creating some new habits and just moving the stick, right? We're all here for a short period of time. We want to get things done. We want to make an impact. We want to be influential. And this is one way to start doing it. I will go into the rest of the alphabet probably in some other segments. But in the meantime, have a rockin' Monday, and I'll talk to you soon.